Hey guys, it's the TMI Queen. So, I know a lot of my videos have been a little bit ranty, and today is no exception. If you were looking for sunshine and puppies, you came to the wrong place. But I'm gonna try to be as lighthearted about this as I can. Life is too short to be angry and bitter all the time. Even if I actually am angry and bitter all the time. One of the things that really bothers me, and I've not only seen it in comments on some of my videos, but also on other people's Facebook posts, especially when they've just been consistently having bad days. The best answer or comment that you can make when someone is consistently complaining about their life is everything okay? Is there something I can do to help? That's literally the only two things you should ever say to a person that's going through some shit. The worst thing you can possibly say is, you have a really good life. What do you have to complain about? You have an amazing life. Why are you so bitter? Why are you so angry? Because you don't know what that person's been through. You don't know what kind of mental health challenges they have. You don't know what's gone on in their past. You don't know what's currently going on. And you don't know what may be happening in the future. So to tell a person you have a wonderful life is basically telling them your complaints don't matter. You don't matter. Your problems don't matter. And the thing is, that's the equivalent of telling someone, you know, oh, your dog died? Well, this person has cancer, so you've got nothing to be upset about. Well, that doesn't stop me being sad about my dog dying. Yeah, I'm upset that that person just died of cancer. That's a terrible thing too. But I'm still sad that my dog died. Like, it doesn't negate the fact that I'm upset that my dog died. It just means that now my dog died and now I know this person has cancer too. That doesn't make me feel any better. It makes me feel worse. Because now I'm upset about my own issues, plus I'm upset about somebody else's. And is my life good? Of course it is. Of course it is. But everybody's life, no matter how good it is, has definite moments of bad. And sometimes it feels like it outweighs the good. And especially on social media, YouTube specifically, all you really see is a small snippet of what's going on in somebody's life. Because even the most public people on YouTube have very private battles that they face. And they'll address those issues, but again, you still only see what they allow you to see. You don't see everything that goes on in the background. You don't know all of the family issues or friend issues or the drama or, you know, all the other things that these people face. You don't know. You don't know. And so when people say things to me like, you know, why are you so angry? Why are you so bitter? I've been through some stuff. And no, I'm not going to detail it in this video because it's not your business. And also because I don't have that kind of time to tell you about every single trauma I've been through in my life. I literally don't have enough time in the day to share it all with you. But suffice it to say, I've been through some stuff. And I've been through a lot of stuff. Even though some of those things have resolved, it's essentially like somebody punching a window and the glass breaks, like cracks. You can sit there and go, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I punched your glass. And you can say, that's fine, it's okay, but that doesn't stop the glass from being broken. And even though you might replace the window, it's not the same glass. It'll never be the same glass. So when somebody breaks you, or a lot of people break you in different ways, you're never gonna be the same. And yes, you might hold some bitterness about it. And even though you work through it and work forward through it, it does shape who you are and what you are in your life. If it didn't, you wouldn't be human. Like, I'm not a robot, I promise you. But when someone basically tells you that, you know, you need to be more positive, you need to be more cheerful. This channel is about being real and authentic. And that's all you're gonna get from me. And you've already seen, there's a lot of videos that I've done that are very cheerful and very positive. But there's also a lot of videos where I'm crying or where I'm angry, because I have what's called the full range of human emotions. I know especially men feel the need to tell women that they're not allowed to have the full range of human emotions. Like, if I hear one more time, you know, you should smile more. Does anybody ever tell a man that when they don't smile? No, because they're allowed to have the full range of human emotions. But a woman is expected to be a Stepford wife all the time and be super perky and happy all the time and positive and yay team. But we're not like that in real life. If anything, we're probably more angry than the average person. We have more to be upset about. The women out there will understand this. The men, some might understand, some just don't care to try to understand. And, you know, I can't change that. That's something they have to change themselves. When a person tells me I need to be more positive, I need to be more cheerful in my videos, I'm not going to be. I'm not changing that about my channel. I do rewatch my videos and try to see a trend and pattern, and if I see too many negative videos, I'll try to do something more lighthearted to counteract how many negative or sad videos I've been doing lately, because, you know, I do understand nobody wants to watch some sad sack all the time. However, I'm not going to pretend to be happy when I'm not. And I'm not gonna pretend to be cheerful when I'm not. And I'm not gonna pretend my life is perfect, because I'm not fake. There are a lot of people out there, Instagrammers especially, that are super fake. The life they portray in their Instagram, they're acting like they go on trips all the time and that their life is amazing and they have these wonderful relationships, when in real life, their boyfriends are cheating on them, or their boyfriends are beating the crap out of them, and they're on the verge of being homeless, they're almost bankrupt, but the thing that they portray on Instagram is that life is perfect. Well, this is a real channel, and on this channel, I portray real life. And real life ain't pretty. It's a little bit messy. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's infuriating. That's what real life is. If that's offensive to you or not entertaining for you, that's fine. You don't have to subscribe to me. You don't have to follow me. You don't even have to comment. I do this for the people that enjoy it. And clearly 120 of you at last count do enjoy it. So, you know, I do it for you. I don't do it for anybody else. There's a lot of channels that I find the people that talk on it annoying. They're hurtful, they're disrespectful, their voice gets on my nerves. I just don't watch them. I don't comment to them that I think they need to be more this or less that, because it's their channel. They can run it however they want. While I appreciate comments like that, you know, that people care enough to actually tell me how they think my channel should be run, I understand it's most likely coming from a good place. I'd like to think it's not a troll place, but you know, that happens too. But if not, I'd like to think that it comes from a place of care, concern, love, like, whatever. I try to think the best of people, even when it's really hard to do. I do appreciate input. Like if you notice the music's too loud and you need it quieter, obviously hard of hearing, so I wouldn't necessarily catch that while editing my video, then sure, by all means say it. Or if there's like a weird angle and you're like, what's going on there? Like, I'm not really sure about that, or, you know, I can maybe make an adjustment, but I'm not going to make an adjustment on the content at all. What you see is what you get, and it ain't going to always be sunshine and puppies. I also got a couple comments about the way I run my finances. People are going to have their opinions, I understand. What you all need to understand, though, and some of you care and some of you don't, but for the ones that do care, I was a single, well, I don't want to say I was a single, I was a divorced mom by the time I was 23 years old, in $20,000 worth of debt between what was incurred while I was married, not debt that I incurred, debt that was incurred in the relationship that was under my name, that I was stuck with, paid it all back on minimum wage and slightly over minimum wage, working 3 jobs and taking every single tax return that I got and paying off my bills. Took me almost until my son was 18 to be able to pay all that money back that I owed, on top of trying to live on minimum wage, which is impossible without debt. But having debt, like, you have no idea just how slimly I lived. To have someone say, I need to learn how to finance, I need to learn how to prioritize. I taught the class on how to prioritize. Literally. I taught a class on how to get out of debt when you make nothing. So please, by all means, please school me on how I should do better with my finances. I'd really love to hear about it. And I'm being sarcastic because I don't want to hear about it. I'm well aware of what I'm doing. I'm well aware of when I make a mistake, and I'm well aware of when I spend money for my mental health. And buying a piece of furniture isn't going to put a dent in the fact that I owe $1,800 as a down payment for a hearing aid. And I'm not going to return that $18 piece of furniture so that I can buy my hearing aid, because like I said, that $18 piece of furniture isn't going to make a bit of difference. In the last 3 months since I found out I had a hearing issue, I have slimmed down as far as my finances go. I spent less on Christmas for my grandkids. I canceled a bunch of subscription boxes because they were things that I didn't need. I still do Treat Yourself Tuesday, but it's with things that I need, not things necessarily that I want. They're things that are going to do with my health, or they're going to deal with rebuilding my wardrobe because I need clothes to be able to wear because I can't go naked. I also know how to shop clearance. I know how to shop sales racks. I grew up poor, so I know exactly how to save money, and I know how to spend things cheaply. I'm the master at it. If I can finance my kids' wedding for $500, I definitely can handle other things without anyone's help whatsoever. It was kind of implied that I was in denial about needing hearing aids and that I was using my finances as an excuse to not buy my hearing aids. The thing is, I was never not gonna buy hearing aids. It just was the difference between being able to buy my hearing aids in September versus being able to buy them in January. They're getting bought, but in January, I will have the money. In September, I will not. November and October and December, I will not. Once my flex spending gets re-upped, which is like $2,500, and then getting my tax return, that will fund the rest of my hearing aids. But for the down payment for my hearing aids, it will be funded once my card is funded at the beginning of the year. But I have to wait until the beginning of the year. The card does not get funded until the beginning of the year. To say that I, am trying to make excuses for why I can't save that money, it's nobody's business how much I make, but I can assure you there's no way I can save $1,800 in 3 months. Without bills, with zero bills whatsoever, meaning no rent, no electric, no nothing, yes, I could afford I could afford to buy those hearing aids. But unfortunately, I have rent, I have electricity, I have heat, I have trash pickup, I have my phone, I have groceries, I have gasoline. That right there wipes out what amount I would have to save. And I understand other people make more money than me. Good for them. I understand other people have 2 incomes. I do not. I rely solely on my income. I am also trying to buy a house, and I am prioritizing buying a house because I need shelter more than I need a hearing aid right now. When someone says you need to prioritize your health over your house, if I was dying of cancer, I would prioritize my health over my house. If I had diabetes and I needed insulin to live, I would prioritize my health over my house. Yes, 100%. But with a non-life-threatening health issue that I will be able to pay in 3 months, no, it's not a priority. And I think any reasonable person would agree with me. If it's life-threatening, yes, my health comes first. To hell with everything else. But if it's not life-threatening and I'm still functional, which, like I said, yes, I have trouble hearing, but I am still functional. I'm still able to carry on conversations with people. It's just with some difficulty. But I'm still able to carry on those conversations. I'm still able to work. I'm still able to, you know, drive and do those things. It's just, maybe they're not as easy as they could be. So priority-wise, no, it's not a priority. And it's not that I'm in denial about anything. It's that I've got my priorities straight. I need shelter so that I can do everything else. And one of the things you learn in Budgeting 101 is that shelter is your #1 priority. You go to credit counseling, and that's one of the first things that they tell you is you need shelter. But when someone else says to me, well, I was able to afford hearing aids, good for you. I don't know your financial situation. I don't want to know your financial situation. I'm very happy for you that you were able to get hearing aids. I know other people that have been able to get hearing aids, you know, via one avenue or another. You know, one of my friends got hearing aids because she got state assistance. She made a certain amount of money and she was able to qualify for discounted hearing aids. Good for her. I don't make the same as she does. Therefore, I don't necessarily qualify for the same program that she does. I do have a couple of state assistant things that I'm actually filling out currently. But again, by the time all that paperwork goes through and I get approved, and then I have to go to their doctors and go to their people, and then I get a lower quality hearing aid, that's what my option is. And I don't want the lower quality hearing aid. I want the high quality hearing aid. I want the decent one. I don't want to skimp on my hearing. I want to have the best that money can buy so that I know I'm able to do the things I need to do in my life. And yes, it's going to be more expensive. And no, the state isn't going to cover that. I'm looking into other avenues. Some of them have panned out, some of them have not. Most of them, I have to end up sacrificing the quality of my hearing in order to save money. And I'm just not going to do that because my health is a priority. I know you don't believe it, but it is. Or at least some of you don't believe it. That's my little rant for today. I feel a lot calmer now. I was really keyed up about it. Because it's like, I've had a couple people just make comments and I'm just like, I don't know, it didn't rub me the right way. So I figured I would address it. If you care about it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Hope you were at least entertained by some of the things that I had to say, and maybe it gave you some insight as to why I am the way that I am. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. My weekend is going to be spent babysitting and getting the house ready for Christmas because I am hosting, as I think I have mentioned in previous videos. So super excited about that. Hoping that my grandkids don't leave this house looking like a hellhole after they leave. We're gonna try to make cleaning a priority while they're here, but we'll see how good that works. But even so, I have an extended weekend. Well, I work Monday, but then I've got Tuesday off, so I could spend all day Tuesday cleaning up if absolutely necessary. And I don't have that much to do, so should be okay. I'm watching my dog do something right now. He's trying to get into the laundry basket, and I'm not sure why. I think he's trying to eat some underwear. So anyhow, on that wonderful note, I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.